when you could communicate. That's why I'm grateful that I met somebody special, someone already mature, someone already a little different, that I could communicate and talk. In our hearts and our bodies and our souls, we want to please you, satisfy you every single time. I was watching this weekend our one of our government spokesman. Sex is like a game, like a game. You have to work as a unit. You have to work together. You have to accommodate and understand each other. And sometimes men, I don't know what it is, when you have it 100% and you know that you don't have to go above and beyond, men get satisfied and start peeling back the onion. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, 1, 2, 3 times a night was when you start it, and then you start toning it down because you have it already secured. And a lot of women, for whatever reason, they get nervous, they get scared, or they think that they're doing something wrong. Well, let me tell you guys, you're not doing nothing wrong. It's just men, how we react. I guess when you have it, you enjoy it. Instead of being all like todo desesperado and anxious and trying to prove that you're worthy enough, you begin to be satisfied and you begin to understand what a relationship is. And if you're not with a spouse or with a woman that really you have a communication and she loves you and is there for you and is for the long run, you're always gonna have disagreements, fights, arguments. You're always gonna have you're always gonna get tested. You're always gonna have to be at your best. And that's what a relationship is. That you could be honest, you could be truthful. Sometimes it's not about sex, being in a relationship. It's about having someone that you could be honest and truthful to, someone that you could ask and tell and observe their answers. You you tell them, hey, you know what, I'm not the guy that you expected. When they're mature and they're understanding, they do tell you it's okay, they understand, don't worry about it, because they're used to it, because they've been in a relationship. So don't get butt hurt, don't get offended, and don't think that you're not He-Man or a superhero when it doesn't work out for you. Like, it doesn't stand up, it doesn't have the energy, it doesn't have the thing. We're like an ocean. Sometimes we're beasts, and sometimes we're not. Sometimes we have stress, we have complications. Sometimes we need someone just to talk to. And if you're just expecting to have sex, it's not always going to be positive. And I think that's why people get divorced, or people go through situations in life, because they don't have that communication. They don't have that. You don't have the say so to tell them, hey, you know what, a timeout, or hey, I'm gonna rest tonight, or hey, I just want to watch a movie. Hey, I just want you to hug me. Because don't keep it long, everybody. That's where when a woman comes. A woman seduces you and makes you desire her and want to please her and all that. It does come back, everybody. Just because one night, it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. Just because one night you only came twice and you didn't make her come and all that, you gotta look up and you gotta understand that you do need sometimes help. I'm talking about porn. I'm talking about kinky stuff. I'm talking about vibrators. I'm talking about massages. I'm talking about dances. I'm talking about seducing people, you know, and changing up the routine, you know. You have to be willing to explore, and you have to be willing to spice up your relationship, you know. Men do need that help. And women that don't feel appropriate, or don't feel that that a man should need this help, then what you want a man, they tell you if he's not seducing. Well, men go through cycles. When they're young, we're buddies. We're explorers. We're captivated. We're superheroes, you know. As time goes on, we get older, and sometimes we want to please you every single way, like doggy style, but our backs hurt. Sometimes a woman wants to go longer, and we're tired, you know. And communication is the key to success in being in a relationship. And I'm grateful that I'm with a wiser woman, and I'm really starting to care for and actually already love, you know. It's funny to say that I'm already used to her, and I think we're gonna go long terms. And but why? Because we communicate. She satisfies me in every single imagination. I could talk to her. She understands me. She's there for me, and she goes out of the way for me. I just hope that I'm a man enough to be there for her también, you know? Because it goes vice versa. Women could get tired también. Women could go through situations, and women could go through menopause. First they want it, now they don't want it. Now they desire, now they need it, now they want more. So you have to be, you gotta learn how to work your magic. Work your fingers, work your tongue, work your massage, work your love, work your words, your whispering. You gotta sometimes bring it back, rewind, you know what I mean? And start from the beginning. Start seducing her, start admiring her, start desiring her again, you know? Finding her needs, her wants, because it does change, everybody. What works today doesn't work tomorrow. What works tomorrow doesn't work the next day. So that's why it's like a game, a football game, a basketball game, and it's about teamwork. If a woman tells you, is a woman not afraid to be herself and to tell you what she's feeling, what she's desiring, what she needs, you'll never find how to please a woman unless a woman wants to get pleased. And a woman doesn't come until she really wants to come. So it does work both ways, everybody. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is I think it's important for my family members that eventually they're going to ask a question and they're going to say that we come from a good gene and everything. Yes, even though we come from a good gene, a good thing, but as you get older, you begin to break down. You don't have all that energy as before. You can't stay up all night, and you can't handle it all night. Sometimes you could go days. You could bring out the magic. That's why it's important to have vacation. It's good to spread it. It's good to communicate, be understanding, and see where you're at. Like a monthly meeting. When you feel that you both are relaxing, you know that if you want to spice it up again, you get something desirable. And like I said, it's amazing that as you get older, you get wiser. You don't walk away from a problem. You don't walk away from a woman. You don't. You reflect different. You understand the body. You understand the soul. And if you don't know what menopause and all that is, a woman changes. They go through stages. but they do get hornier and they do get more kinky, and they do desire, and they do change up. And sometimes that's what they say, men, once they hit 50, 55, 60, they start changing. But it doesn't mean that you give up in a relationship. It means that you adapt, you change up your ways, you do something different. You know what I mean? That's when you start doing knots in your tongues. You start doing things with your fingers. You start doing the running man, the jump ropes, the swing. You start doing various ways. You start including vibrators, finger vibrators, dick vibrators, vibrators. Start using seduction. You start using porn. You start asking questions. You start asking her, what do you want me to do? Start needing someone to understand you, to be there for you, and to, as women change, the body change, our men's change también. Women have periods, and at certain points that they feel headaches and they don't feel like up to it. It's not good to force nobody. It's not good to pretend that it's normal, that it's not. Women do have their personality, and they do want to get admired. They do want to have those beautiful texts in the morning, tell them how beautiful, how amazing they are. Open the doors, walk them, hug them, hold their hand, please them, hug them, be there when they need to. Let them be emotional, cry, let their mood swings, let their everything out, you know what I mean? And I encourage everybody that thinks that sex is awesome. Yes, but it does come with a lot of complications, and it does come with a lot of things in life, you know? So you can't always pretend that it's gonna get up. You can't always expect it. You can't always demand that you want to have a passionate night, a candle night. Sometimes it's not gonna work. You could do everything to it. You can get seduced, you can get pampered, you can get spoiled, you could do whatever. They could offer you $1 million. Still not gonna work. And it's not because you desire it, or because you're cheating, or because you don't like her, or something's going on in your life. No, it's just our body, our temple. And you gotta understand, when you're in a relationship, we change. We do change. We do adapt. We do want. Sometimes we go through this. Our relationship is not just sex. Our relationship is not just bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean? Sometimes we desire a friend, a communicator, an understanding. You know what I mean? That sometimes we need that person to go on a date. Sometimes we need someone just to hug, to hold, not to feel lonely, not to feel. Sometimes we need to let our emotions. Sometimes we need to be honest to ourselves. We need to be truthful. Without somebody, it's like it's a desperation moment. But these women and men learn how to be honest. And to my daughter and to my grandkids or anybody that ever hears these videos, I go, we are good in sex. We're amazing. But we do have our moments that thing just doesn't. I mean, we do once or twice, don't get it wrong. But what I mean if you don't have a woman that she has an orgasm, she's satisfied, she's filled and fulfilled and pampered and spoiled in every single way, we feel that we're not victorious. We're not real men. You know, we feel that we failed. You know, And that's why it's sometimes scary to get old. And worse, if you're with a spouse or you're with somebody, you get used to it. And when you get used to somebody, you could be honest. You could tell them, hey, you know what, it's one of those nights. You gotta learn también that if you don't have it in the night, you have to be in a different way, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to use your fingers, your mind, your soul, your tongue. You gotta learn how to hear, understand, and so don't ever feel that it's the end of the world. And to women out there that think or hear stuff at night that he's probably not desiring you, needing you out, it's our bodies. And sometimes we're afraid to admit it. And that's why relationships break up. Because you let the imagination, you let your doubts, you let your frustration out there, your needs, your wants, and your desires. Like I said, a relationship is not just about sex, everybody. And if you think that way, you're not being honest to yourself. You want to have somebody to hold and talk to, and someone that's going to be there for you, give you that shoulder to cry on, give you that support, that confidence. Someone that is going to understand you, hear you, someone you could be honest and truthful to, you know what I mean? Someone that you could let your expressions and things are changing in your body, and you tell them, hey, you know what? I can't do this, can't do that because of this and this and that. And you gotta be understanding. And you gotta help resolve the problem. Don't get it wrong, you know? Say, for example, your back's hurting. Well, you know what I mean? You gotta those muscles. You gotta warm them up. You gotta stretch out. You know, don't think that that it's not in us. You know what I mean? And what made us good in life, I mean, in bed, sometimes we have to adapt. We have to change. We have to try something different. Even though we're good at something, but you know, we have to learn have different ways, different things, how to please them. And I hope that everybody that watches this, it's in a relationship, communicates and understands their partner, and is there for them and helps them all the time. We all have those moments. We all have those questions. You know what I mean? And when you reach a point, that's what they say. Once the honeymoon stage is over, things change. Yeah, they do. That's when you have to be a grown up. You have to be understanding, and you have to know how to be there for your partner all the time. How to seduce them, how to satisfy them, how to be satisfied, how to be complete. Because I think that a woman needs certain affections and certain things, security, needs to be a woman, you know? She has her needs, she has her wants, she has her desires, she wants everything, you know? The sad thing, at our age, I'm gonna be 49, everybody, we start changing, our body starts changing, and we don't want somebody just for sex. We don't want somebody just to please ourselves. We don't want somebody just when we need them. You know what I mean? We want somebody all the time. We desire a home, a family. We desire peace in mind. We desire someone that is not gonna run away from your life. Not gonna feel desperate or feel that it's the end of the relationship. As a parent, a divorced parent, you always have your ex spouse and stuff like that around you. You gotta understand, everybody, that women or men, it goes vice versa, we do get jealous, and we do pretend that it doesn't hurt us, but it does hurt us. But when you're with a mature person that understands and accepts that you put your daughter first, and you always have to be for your spouse, and you always have to be for your family there, it's awesome that you don't have to have an argument or feel broken down and everything. And when you do come from seeing your daughter, that happens to me, you feel heartbroken. You feel that life is going in a certain direction, and then suddenly it just like hits the wall. And sometimes we get emotional. Sometimes we get hurt. You know what I mean? And sometimes it does break us down, and we need someone to communicate and to talk to. You know? And sometimes we do need alone time. And sometimes, like my number 18, my Romy, she says that sometimes it's good to have date guys out, like to watch the Canelo fight or watch a Super Bowl, or have your days with your family members, with your brothers. I don't have friends, I have brothers. But some of us don't need that. We already have what we want, and we already feel that our life already accomplished a lot. And I don't have friends because of my past. My grandma taught us, and I only have family and, you know what I mean, close persons to me, or work friends, in other words, but they're not considered friends, you know. But I'm a family. I'm an old school guy. I'm a person that doesn't do that. You don't have to worry about that with me. But I do have emotional days. I do have things that I want to accomplish in life. And you get heartbroken, you get hurt, your feelings get destroyed, you know? When you want to be more around your kids, my daughter, like you, Vanessa, and you can't. When we go together somewhere and you mistreat me, or you don't appreciate, or the way we desire our kids don't desire us back. They're like, what's up? And we expect them to ask us for help, to love us, to care for us, to admire us, to ask us questions and all. And when they don't need you, it's hurt. And that's what growing up is, you know. And I do my videos, like I tell everybody, not for the likes. I do them for me. And I do hear myself, and I do reflect, and I do laugh, and I do understand. And it's like therapy to me. And I do have my significant other, and I am going to ask her parent out probably this week. And I do want to make her feel that she is important to me in my life, and I do care for her, and I do want her for long term, and I do understand her situation, and I do admire her, and I do desire her in every way. And I think that I could communicate, and I just want to let her know that you are important to me, and I do want to be the best version of myself, and I always want to be there for you. But there's occasions and there's moments that I also need you to be there for me, you know, to understand me, to help me, emotional, okay, physical. And Sometimes we do need that hug. And sometimes, like I said, in occasions, the sex is not going to be all there. But as long as you feel that you have somebody to hold, to sleep with, to communicate, to love, someone to hear you, you do feel complete. You do feel that you are somebody. And that's what you make me feel. That's what I always want to communicate to you, that you can always count on me. You can always depend on me. But I do understand the body. And I'm never going to obligate you. And I'm never going to demand or expect. And God willingly, I'm always going to understand and be patient. And I'll always bring out what has to come out. You want a chamuco comes out. You want a friend is always going to come out. You need someone to just talk and hug and love and watch a movie, a date night. I'm here, you know. And thank you for not judging, not criticizing, and for not allowing your thoughts to go wild. And I know that on occasions you doubt it, or you've put your mind to it. I want a strong woman. I don't want a quitter in life, right? I want a woman that could bring out the best version in me when I can. I want a person that's gonna be for long terms. That she's not gonna give up and quit on us. I want a person that I could be truthful and honest. I want a person that when I'm not at my best, she understands. And I also want a person that allows you to sometimes get along, you know, momentarily, you know, not like a week or a month, or like, hey, you know what, today I feel out of place. I need to get my thoughts together. I need it's not that you're telling her to go home or you're breaking up. It just momentarily, you need to gather all your thoughts. You gotta find the solution. And then when you find it, it's good to have a partner that you could communicate and you could express yourself and keep them always on the real, you know what I mean? And allow them to come into your heart, come into your body, come into your soul, come into your mind, to help you, to be there for you. We all need help. We all need love. And that's what I wanted to say about sex. When you're in a relationship, that's it. When you're not in a relationship, yeah, I mean, you're always at your best the first time. You always make it magical. Why? Because you desire, you need it, you work for it, you know? And as time goes on, you get the real you, or the real me. And it's all about working as a team, working together. And not throwing stones on something that's not there. And work it out, talk, communicate is the number one thing. In order to have awesome sex, kinky sex, and evolving sex, you have to both be ready, both have to be willing, both have to give yourself that opportunity to explore and to define yourselves. And it's awesome. It's awesome having somebody, not being alone, not crying, not thinking that, is it you? Is it me? No, you don't doubt. And if you want somebody long term, never, ever, ever doubt, and never give up. I promise my significant other, hopefully it's always going to be you, I'm willing to give it all. I'm willing to be here all your life. As long as you give me the opportunity, give me a chance, and you understand me, I'm always going to be here. I'll never run away. I'll never cheat on you. I'll never disappoint you. And I'll always speak the truth, you know? And I just want everybody to know, if you want your sex to be awesome, all that occurs. When you're in a relationship, a lot of people can't understand relationships because they grow apart. Why they grow apart? Because they don't communicate. When someone takes advantage or hurts or obligates somebody or demands or expects something, it's never going to work. You have to be willing, not to sacrifice yourself, but you got to be willing to take that pain sometimes. The boredness, the stress, the tiredness, you have to be willing to understand. You have to be there, you know. You got to show your partner that it's not about sex. It's about a relationship. It's about together we're going to accomplish everything. Be happy in life. Together we're going to grow old. Together we're going to satisfy our bodies, our souls, our minds, together we're gonna make it come true. You know, together we're gonna be a relationship, and that's because together we absolutely desire and need each other. And to me, what I have now at my age, I don't want to ever lose it. And hopefully, this is the last time that I find somebody. And I hope that she's strong and mature enough to always be there and to always be willing to be honest to herself, to tell me what she desires and needs, and to tell me what hurts her, what scares her, to tell me how she's happy, satisfied, to be there for each other. Work goes up and down. Everything works in mysterious ways. And if you have somebody and you hold on to him and appreciate him, I think everything works out in life. I think those fairy tale ending that you live with somebody for the rest of your life, and when you're sick, when you have physical problems, or when you have kid problems or whatever problems, it's awesome being with somebody. And I just hope that this helped everybody. And don't just think about sex in life. Sex comes with a lot, and we all have to understand our bodies, our physical limits, and our willingness. But most of all, be honest to each other. Be truthful, uplift, and don't forget to tell the other person how amazing they are, how beautiful, and how much they do an impact in your life. On number 18, you are important to me, and hopefully you're the last. Thank you, everybody.